Damn, I'm over here talking my ass off. I'm talking about cool in the motherfucker. God damn. All y'all hear is sound effects and y'all don't even get the context. Anyway, my bad, y'all. Y'all don't even know what y'all in the middle of. I'm trying to record this at the same time. Don't mind the zero viewers. I gotta get this shit set
I
up
didn't
on.
even hear the sound effects.
That's crazy. Is your phone up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right. Can everybody hear me?
Why can't I see everybody in the room?
Who?
I say, why can't I see everybody in the room? It's just showing me in the room.
It's just showing you in the room. No, everybody. Oh, hold on. I gotta add more people to the stage. Can y'all hear me too?
We can hear you now. We couldn't hear you earlier.
Yeah, I had the goddamn mic on mute. Just talking my ass off. Shit.
I had
All
left
right.
for a second. I had to get it off of Discord. So
Damn. All right. So I gotta send this out to all the people that I gotta share this one out. I got to share this one out. Nobody's gonna believe this, guys. And we're going on record. This is on record, by the way. This is on record, by the way. That's why you never know who knows what you know. And a lot of people don't know that we know a lot of stuff. And I've been trying to tell y'all a little bits and pieces because I know we cover our news in my area, right? We cover our news in Alexandria, and we don't really talk about stuff outside of Alexandria. But in the time that I don't be doing the podcast, I was invested very heavily invested, and still am in this case. And that's why I have assembled this super team today. And like I said, y'all really don't know what y'all in the middle of, and I think it's best that you keep it, you know, to yourself. If you do, when you figure it out and you don't figure it out, you gonna be done said, damn, they was right. So I'm finna show you we was right. So this is an exclusive, right? Uh, I rep the AKK, and we have exclusive content from TikTok. It's a
Is
recording.
10 muted?
Am I
Can y'all
muted?
hear me?
Damn. Wait, hold on. I gotta get people in the room. All right. I needed an admin. That's what I needed. Okay, there go pep talk. All right, everybody in and out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can hear them, but you need to add them to the stage.
Everybody's on stage.
Well, I can't see them.
Yeah, everybody's on stage. Uh, so anyway, long story short, what up, brother Greg? That's my partner, brother Greg, y'all. Uh, all right, hold on. So as y'all been watching this Anthony Carmelo case unfold, we were doing the groundwork of defining what self-defense meant in Texas law, penal codes, facts-based panels. We did it all. Debates, we never lost, and it was like that. It was like that going into the trial, and we just knew all the times that we whipped 99 ass, all the times that we made Ernest go take a shower, all the times we watched these niggas, every time with self-defense. And we could use multiple assailant if you wanted to. There was options. That's what we always said. You could take it a couple of ways, the way that it looks on its face. But the fact that you had people that were involved in the case manipulating public perception of the case through TikTokers, grifters for cash, grifters united for cash. They're the go fuck people, the GUFC, grifters united for crack cash. No, grifters united for coins. That's what the fuck their name is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we just so happened found a recording of Meghan confessing exactly what we're espousing. And you may say, what? She got online and confessed? And I'd be like, you know? But if you don't know, you don't know. And we know. And now we're going to tell you, and you'll know. And it's going to be a breakdown. And you're going to hear multiple different people that are very, very astute in this case. And I'm talking about super astute, like more astute than the lawyers. Astute. Though we're so astute that we could have been the lawyers. Astute, right? Because we did do mock trials. We did. We practiced. 9.31 and 9.32. I rest my case. That's the motto, right? And we never lost. And so the interesting thing is we always wondered where these people were making these stories up from, because they would come up with some complete alternate reality bullshit, kind of like what you heard during the trial. And uh, you know, now we know where it came from. So I wanted this to be alive, which is a recording on record of us broadcasting to the world Meghan Metcalf, Austin's mother, confessing to influencing TikTokers to espouse these false narratives so that when the trial came, people would simply just believe them. And mind you, it's not a Austin supporter out there that can tell me exactly what happened to this day. I call you Austineers because you engineer stories for Austin. But none of yous out there can can tell me what happened. Tell anybody what. You can't even tell yourself what happened that day. So I got my crew with me. We've been doing the work. Hopefully everybody's on stage. Hopefully everybody's microphone works. And when we're able to get the footage, because we're getting it right now from overseas. Hey, Sister Tasha. Brother Greg, Sister Tasha. Hey, everybody. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's see. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the like and the share and the stuff. If you're watching us on the Facebook, hit the like and the share and hit the like and the share. Hold on, let me put the little thing on there. Is that it? Oh no, that's not it. That definitely wasn't it. That absolutely was not it. Is it this one? Okay, it was that one. All right, what is this one? There it goes. That's the one I wanted right there. So hit the button, do the thing. We appreciate you. We're gonna get it up there in just a second. Uh, we've been discussing on the back end our feelings on this case, how it played out, what it meant to people, how it affected us personally, how at least 95% of us ain't on a regular sleeping pattern no more. Like it really got to us. And so the fact that this whole time we were being manipulated and lied to, it made me feel some type of way. You feel me? So that's why we couldn't wait to break this down. Now, mind you, this is coming from TikTok. So this is an exclusive. You normally don't get to see platforms from other platforms on other platforms, right? But we're going to come with, we're not doing this on TikTok, but it's coming from TikTok and it's going to Facebook and it's going to YouTube. So, and it's going to other places. We're going to put it on Twitch and Kick and everything because this is an exclusive. We're breaking this story. We're breaking this story. We've been racking our brains saying, why doesn't this make any sense whatsoever? And come to find out, we were being manipulated. Ain't that a shame? But yeah, it's about to get lit. I want everybody to go around the horn and introduce yourself because I don't want to be just over talking to everybody. But yeah, go ahead and introduce yourselves one at a time.
I guess I'll go first. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we're good on that. Yeah, I can hear you.
Good, good. Okay. So my name is Rock. I've been on this case for over a year as well. I actually was at the trial for some of the trial. I was in the courtroom sitting actually right behind Miss Metcalf. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to this case. Again, we've been talking about this case, debating this case for a really long time. There's a lot that people do not know about this case that we know that happened behind the scenes, and we've been trying to get it out for over a year, but unfortunately now is the time because everybody has finally started paying attention. So I'm glad that people are starting to see what's happening in Collin County, and definitely see what happens to Carmelo.
Hey, I'm Samaria. I'm one of the comment cousins. How are y'all?
We're good. Good. Thank you.
Anybody else want to go?
Life. And yeah, and I know the names was great. Y'all two the only two left.
You can skip live. I think he might be busy at the moment.
Okay, fine. And lastly but not least, Miss Angela. I don't think her mic worked. It's all good. You can see the name on the screen. Wait, okay, there go one more. Go ahead. Introduce yourself if you will. It's like working backwards. That's okay. But anyway, uh again, let me see if I can pull this other thing up. It was something that we had all collectively noticed that had taken place, right? And when we looked at it, we said, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do when you think about stuff. Let's see my channel. All right. Let's see. Just up there it goes. There it goes. All right. So I'm going to start off by giving y'all some background. Share my screen. This ain't the video we watching. It's this one.
It's a terrifying, gut-wrenching, incomprehensible scene in Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles north of where I sit here today. A high school track meet yesterday turned deadly. 17-year-old football star Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart and left to die in his twin brother's arms after a fight broke out yesterday. The suspect was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat in the stands of the stadium before drawing a knife and attacking Austin. Police have yet to reveal what led up to that moment. The student has been charged with murder. Joining me now is Austin's mother, Meghan Metcalf, and his twin brother, Hunter. Meghan, Hunter, thank you for being with me today. I can't imagine how difficult of a day. And I have to start with how sorry I am of what you're going through this morning, this afternoon. I think I'd like to just start. I'd love to just start with tell me about Hunter. If you could, Meghan, tell me about your son.
What a shame. What a shame. They started out by forgetting that he was dead. Ain't that fucked up? They ain't even they like tell me about Hunter. Fuck that. Right, but they tried to play that shit off, but we caught that.
I think I can speak for her for a little bit, so she just calms down just a little bit. But
yeah, because she's so fucking hysterical, right? Yeah, she's out of her fucking body right now. Look at all the fucking tears on her face.
As me, I know I'm a little more, spontaneous. I like to do stuff all around, and just get out of line sometimes. And
Yeah, I like to do stuff all around and I get out of line. But thank you for asking about me during this time of us talking about my brother being unalive, right? But while we're talking about me, sometimes I like to get wild and all out of line. Just saying.
Austin's always there to check on me, keep me straight, so I wouldn't be in trouble and do anything like that.
Do anything like what? What did you do? Do anything like that? Do anything like what? What did you do? I always wanted to ask that. What did you do? Toby, that's why you should have fought for him on that put him on that damn stand. Fuck them fake ass tears. What did you do? Do stuff like that. You did something. What did you do, Hunter?
Hunter and Meghan, whenever you feel ready, jump into the conversation. If you never feel ready, that's completely understandable to me and everybody else watching. Hunter, thanks so much for being able to do this today. Just a little more about your brother, Austin. From what I understand, I think he has it in his social media bio, 3.96 GPA student.
Doesn't that sound super polished and practiced? I think we were put on, y'all.
Certainly, definitely into football. And it looked, when I was looking into him last night, he was very interested in being recruited to play football in college.
Yes, sir. He was very highly recruited, just like coming out of his junior year. He's had a really great year, and everyone on the team, coaches, everyone knew around the area just knew that he was about to do big things in football. But besides his GPA, man, that dude was extremely smart, always in the books. He just came to him real easy, and just him playing with football as well just made him just a great person overall.
Meghan, we'll try this again, both of us, and we'll see how.
That's what they told him to say in his ear. She's ready now.
Far we get. When I read your story last night, obviously this is not about me. I have a 17-year-old son. I live 20 miles south of you. My son's in Frisco every night playing soccer, and we have a lot of friends who knew Austin. So the circles got tight, and this hit really close to home. And I'm just so sorry for you. Can you explain us at all today how you feel? It's just got to be so. The word I keep coming back to, Meghan, is incomprehensible. How could this happen at a track meet?
It is. He just took my son is gone, and I don't really have words. I've tried to figure out what I was going to say, but he's just going to be so missed by mostly our family, but this whole community has really wrapped their arms around us. And if I could say anything to the nation, I would say to make sure that you just hug your babies tight, because you don't know when the last time you get to do it.
Hey, she get to crying and that nigga don't even flinch. I never noticed that.
I did. I noticed that a while back.
I never noticed that. That nigga didn't even flinch. That's cold. Hey, he's a cold one. Hold on, can I screw it? Hold on. Yeah, that boy's a cold blooded. He's stone cold. Look at that stare. Look at that 1,000-mile stare. He's out of there. He did something. Oh man, I never noticed that he said do anything like that. I never noticed that he said that, and I was like, dang, he said do anything like that. Like what? What did you do? You fucked up, didn't you? Oh man, you got Austin murked, son, and you got Carmelo locked up, son. Boy, you starting out like fucked up, bro. And you gotta drag your mama into this, and she gotta be scandalous, like just for you, bro. Your daddy gotta just expose all of his racism because of you, man. Them people life messed up. Now everybody got to know what kind of shit bag Jeff Metcalf is. Oh, that's a rap bar. I'm gonna put a rap on that. Yeah, patent pending. Yeah, but I continue.
Hunter, I know you were there. Thank you. Take your time. Hunter, I know you.
Hey, remember what he said? If you never ready, it's okay. And then he came back to her like, "Hey, bitches, you ready?" And he was like, "All right, thank you, bitch."
You were
Yes,
there
sir.
when it happened. What can you tell us about what happened at that track meet? How could this thing that seems like is not on the menu of
Oh yeah, that's a stone cold killer. Look at that 1,000-mile stare. Oh, look at that 1,000-mile stare. He is out of there. Gone. That boy, no, he done fucked up. Damn.
possibilities? I was at a track meet, by the way, on Tuesday. This is not something you think could ever happen. How did it happen?
So it was a really bad storm in the morning, and they had a lot of delays. And me and my brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school because we attended that middle school when we went to middle school, and we were saying hello to old coaches and catching up with them. And then we're walking back to our stand where we put our tent up, so all the bleachers were right there, were not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down. And this kid at the top of my back, like higher intensity, and the kid said some like aggressive stuff, like reckless stuff, and also try to handle the problem. And
Damn, bro, what did you do? And the shit you saying ain't even making no kind of sense. None. No kind of sense. You talking about something, he was sitting right there and I was right here. And I don't want to hug up the moment. I would like to share the moment with you guys. Can I get some comments if you guys are available for comments? If not, I'll continue playing the video. Roger that. Roger
yeah,
And then
Austin was always one to step up. He always was one to step up and be the person that would do the right thing. And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is like because they have personal items there.
always stolen just like that, just precautions and stuff. And our coaches always told us don't let other schools like mess with.
Yeah, they fucked up. If this was like a stage play, I would throw a tomato at them. I would be like, boo. I'd ask for my money back.
With our stuff, just sit around our tent area, and we set that up for the girls' track every meet we had. So it's just like he knew he wasn't supposed to be there, and it's just a tragedy what happened.
You did it. He did it.
And then what happened, Austin? After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
That's what I was talking about. Now, I want to stop right there. I want to stop right there. I'm going to put a poll up in just a second. Give me a second. And I need everybody's participation. Listen, I need your help. Okay. That. I got a poll coming. Hold on. Give me just a second. I got a poll coming. Pause. Create. Start poll. All right. Like I know it's about 3 of y'all in here, so I should get a definitive answer. So yeah, if you would take the poll. Did you hear that? Did you? I listen. Did y'all hear that? Am I tripping?
Nah, we heard it, fool.
What are you laughing at? It's not funny. I was been tripping this whole time. This nigga talking about some. All right, all right. What the fuck did he say?
Stepped up. What happened then? What happened then?
He said, "Do not say nothing."
He stepped up.
Play that again. Play that again, 10. Play that again.
After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
And he was just a tragedy. What happened?
And then what happened, Austin? After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
That's not Jeff's voice. Is it?
Nope. And
Is
you
that
know what?
Jeff's voice?
I've always said for over a year, I've said that he was being coached in that interview, but I'll point out when it gets to that point how I know for a fact he was being coached.
We know now. We know right now.
Well, I mean,
Watch
of
this.
course we do.
Stepped up, what happened then?
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive.
He stepped up over there. Who is he talking to? He's talking like the person is in a. Like, who are you talking to? Hold on.
So he grabbed the bag.
He grabbed the bag. Who grabbed the bag?
And then I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden I see him run down the bleachers, grabbing his chest, and just blood rushing out. You know, he said, "Yo, he got stabbed. He got stabbed." First, I froze for half a second. I didn't know what to do, and then I saw him about to fall. I would go over there. I grabbed him. I see him.
I want to know if anybody else is thinking what I'm thinking or ever thought what I'm about to say.
I already know.
Well, you do it then. You do it. Ask the question. Ask the question, and I'll answer it. Or don't. Or don't. Fuck it. Don't. Don't ask me no questions. I want to know if this was all Hunter's fault. If this whole entire ordeal, this whole entire incident was Hunter's fault. And it triggered it triggered a tsunami of domino effect. Ripple, what's that movie? Butterfly effect. That one, this, whatever he did, triggered an entire butterfly effect. Butterfly effect. Yeah, I could say it. And it entails and entangles and ensnares a number of people's fates and destinies. But instead of that truth be the truth, which is the truth, right? Instead, you tried to alter someone else's destiny for someone you care about for their foolishness. Because you can't tell me walking up to somebody and trying to accost them over where they're sitting on some fucking bleachers is protecting your canopy. You should have kept it in the bus if you really wanted to protect it. You should have stayed in the bus with the canopy if you really wanted to protect it. But no, you have a coach that testified and tells us that he text Austin that he needed him to step up and X, Y. Why would you? Look, did they get his phone? How did they get the text message? We just taking his word for it? Did they take his phone and go through it? Did they go all the way through it? You know? So these weird people have involvement, and we're getting to the bottom of it right here, right now.
Yeah, I understand. Best I can to understand.
And don't get me back. I understand her sadness. I do. And I empathize with her sorrow. I do. I do. But I don't condone destiny swapping. I don't. It's not a good thing. You don't want a destiny snap. You don't know what that person is destined to do, but you out here destiny swapping. So you're about to see a magic trick.
You can see, you can picture what happened when what was coming out of his chest, and
yeah.
Y'all can visualize. I don't want to put down my mom right now, but I pushed my hand on there, trying to make it stop, and I grabbed his head and I looked in his eyes. I just saw his soul leave, and it took my soul too.
I'm so sorry.
And that's real sadness. I'm not even going to take that away from her. She might be trying to force it a little bit, but she really knows what that baby boy did. And he does too. And he does too. So, what are you going to do, champ?
I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you.
So okay, so cool. We can acknowledge the voice, right? He acknowledged the voice, so everybody else acknowledged the voice. Okay, cool.
I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
Oh.
Yes, okay.
Whoa. Run that back. What was that? What was that?
I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you.
Yeah, she's No. I mean, she's adamant about that. I will say that is the one thing she is serious about.
I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
She was going to say our attorney. Yeah, she was going to say our attorney. Since we're guessing.
With you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But I have seen interviews.
What did he tell her? I need a skilled lip reader. Pause.
Question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side of the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
He said, "Don't tell him." What?
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Last night.
Hold on.
I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
I want to know what he said.
I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But I've seen interviews
His face so torted up, I can't even see what he's.
with your husband in the last 24 hours. And it was remarkable to me that I heard your husband say within hours of this that he forgave.
All right, there goes. Look, you know what? He does look like her. Look at that blank ass stare. They both got that blank ass stare. That off in the twilight ass stare. Get you an Austin pack. Get you two. Get you two Austin packs. And find the one guy and then say, hey, listen, I need two more. And you buy all the Austin packs. Small. I'm just playing.
This other young man, that he forgave young man, and he got there so quickly. And I honestly don't know that I could. And I just want to see, and I don't know if there's a right or a wrong place to be, especially as quickly as this has happened.
I don't know where there's a right or a wrong place to be. Oh, so somebody was in the wrong place? Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Meghan, how do you feel on that front today?
I am not like their dad. I am so angry at that boy. It's just not fair.
Oh man, hold on. I done cut off the screen. Y'all done maybe cut off the screen. Yeah, damn it. Hold on. I gotta get everybody back on the scene. Everybody back on the scene. They done maybe cut off the screen. Come on, man. Oh, I done lost. Come on, man. Oh man, come on, man. We done lost people. I need to be watching the screen. Hold on.
Understand.
I'd like to
It's not
say
fair.
it's forgave, not forgotten, but I'm not at that point yet to forgive that kid for what he did to my brother. Because, 17 years, my best friend, just there in the blink of an eye, I lost him. So I'm not at that point to forgive and forget, but eventually I will. But I pray for his family. I pray that they understand what we're going through as well. I just pray for everybody.
I totally understand where both of you sit today on that front. I don't know that I could either. That's why I found it remarkable when I heard that from your husband. But everyone has to go through this their own way. I just pray that God goes through this with you both and your husband and the rest of your family.
Hey, he done married her about 5 times. Damn. Talking about some your husband. And she be wanting to stop him every time. But he just kept going and he kept saying it and he kept saying it. And it just seemed so right. Not knowing he was talking to a single mother. Oh, he was talking to a baby mama. He was talking to a baby mama. Not that she would be any different, but that's not her husband. I wouldn't say. You talking to a baby mama. Why you gotta treat it like it ain't? Our children die in the street every day. Don't nobody treat our mamas like that. Don't nobody. You got to be kidding me. Why all the TV interviews for our mamas? Get the fuck. Come on, bro.
Family. And I really appreciate you sharing this story with me and the rest of the nation. Meghan, Hunter, thank you. Our prayers remain with you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. There is a GoFundMe, by the way, for the family of Austin Metcalf.
Yep. Gotta wait. Gotta plug that GoFundMe, son. Gots to plug that GoFundMe, son. Gots to plug it. Cause this ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Where the husband at? The husband ain't what the fuck is going on? So who really was the first people to talk about money? Who really was the first people to talk about money? You can't put that on Carmelo at all. You couldn't put that on Carmelo if you wanted to. Yeah, I was the first one to talk about something. You can make sure you.
That is up now, which you can go and check out there to help his family heal.
And I guarantee you that is Jeff's GoFundMe, the one he set up. I bet you it's the one he set up. Because he's the only one in the picture with the kid. Like, yeah, that's the one he set up. She the one, he set that bitch up quick. She the one to set it up. But they was like, no, if you need to go fund me, we need to put this shit on TV. Come on. They had to go with the one they had. And the one they had was this one. Yep. Hold on.
Austin Metcalf was 17 years old. We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. Well, Jeff, I just take me through, as far as the events of this morning. What happened? How did you get the call? How did you figure out what happened to your
Nah,
son?
it's not this one.
Well, it started with a call from his football coach who was not at the track meet and said, I think Austin has been stabbed. And I said, where at? And he said, Goopendall Stadium. I said, I'm on my way. So I drove up there. It started with a call from his football coach who was not at the track meet and said, I think Austin has been stabbed.
He said it all started with a football coach who was not at the track meet. He said that Austin had been stabbed. So how did he find out?
And I said, where at? And he said, Goopendall Stadium. I said, I'm on my way. So I drove up there, went through a load of police officers, and was able to see my son on the gurney with a huge hole and blood all over him, and they were pumping him. He wasn't breathing, and his eyes would roll back in his head. So I had to find his brother. They're twins. And so I found Hunter and tried to get him under control the best we could. And then I loaded him up in my car and we drove to the hospital as quickly as possible. And we waited. And when the doctors came in and said that he didn't make it, it was tough. My son took it extremely hard. I'm still in shock, to be honest. I mean, I'm numb. So it really hasn't hit me. And I don't believe any parent should ever have to bury their child. And I pray that, maybe there's changes made as far as security or things like that. And maybe we can learn from this and try to turn a tragedy into something positive to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else's child.
It sounds like you know what happened and it was bad. It sounds like Hunter did something and it was bad. That's what it sounds like. I might be tripping.
I don't want parents to feel like I feel today. So I've already forgiven the person who stabbed him. God's going to take care of everything. God's taking care of my son. I kissed him. When I kissed him goodbye for the last time, I told him it's not goodbye, it's see you later. So I just have to trust in God and my faith to pull us through. I don't understand his plan. We're all subject to trial and tribulations. God didn't say life was going to be fair or wasn't going to be hard, but he said he'll always be beside you and never leave your side. So we're going to lean deep into our faith. There's a vigil tonight at our church at 7 o'clock. I will be attending also. The outpouring of students and coaches and friends and family that showed up at the hospital immediately. It was just shows the way.
So everybody gathered up at the hospital after it happened, is what you're saying. If I'm not mistaken. Is that what I'm hearing? Everybody? Anybody? Somebody scream. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, all right, all right, all right.
Way my son touched people's lives. He was voted team MVP of the football team this year. He carried a 4.0. He was on National Honor Society. He's ranked in the top 50 of the state in his position. He's having D1 colleges contact him. He had a great life ahead of him. And to be taken away, it's such a tragedy. I mean, I can't even tell you how I feel because I don't know how I feel. I feel numb at the moment. Yeah. I just hope that this doesn't happen to any other parent and their child. But I do hope for justice. I do hope for justice because this is unacceptable.
And the fact that, someone was immediately taken into custody, they know who did this. They are charging him with murder. I mean, how does that make you feel that police immediately got this person?
First of all, I feel sorry for that individual because he's now made a mistake that's going to cost him the rest of his life. The hard part that cost me is I lost my son, and his brother was holding him, trying to hold the blood in, and he passed. My son watched his brother die in his arms. I need a break.
Now, out of all the times I ever watched it, this time seems a little bit less Genuine, ingenuous. This one seems less genuine. That's the word. Like a little bit of fake.
His brother die in his arms. I need a break.
I mean, it could be. I'm not gonna say he's not a grieving father, because you got to remember, it's not his fault he raised stupid sons. They can't keep their hands to themselves. Oh, wait a minute, it is his fault that he raised sons. They can't keep their hands to themselves. That's why all those rants kind of prove the point. Like, you would have been better off saying nothing than to say everything that you said. But the fact that you wanted to say everything that you said just shows that there is no point in having sympathy. Like, there is no point. If you saw us, you would go the other way. I know stories about people talking about they don't want to sit by people. The fuck kind of seat? Weird shit is that? That's that Jeff Metcalf shit. Yes, man. That's that JEFFME double.
Yeah. And he passed. My son watched his brother die in his arms. I need a break. Oh. So concerned about my son. They were twins, identical. They had each other's back. They had that bond.
Yeah, that only twins know.
Yeah. Please tell me, Dad, I can't make it. I can't make it without him. I said, we're gonna have to, bro. We're gonna have to. He would want us to be strong.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Austin, about his personality?
Austin was a leader. Austin he led the football team. He was voted team MVP by his players and coaches.
What was his position?
He played linebacker. Him and his brother both play linebacker. He played inside. His brother plays outside. We were so fortunate this past weekend that
So wait a minute. What's the position inside linebacker, outside linebacker? Those are lineman positions where you have to squat down and that's your position. The 3-point stance. You know what I mean? And from that squatted position, you lunge at the other side and smash as hard as you can into them. Right? So you just admitted that not only do they know jiu-jitsu, he's also an inside linebacker, one of the best in the state, and it was just a little push, right? Irregardless of what happened, right? Besides the fact that you violated Carmelo's space, you violated his sanctity. You violated his sanctity and said it was his fault. This is modern day Jim Crow. That's modern day Jim Crow. Let me get to some of these comments. My bad. My bad, guys. This is a fact. This is a fact. That's why I wanted to walk this shit back with y'all, because it's a whole backstory to it.
Hunter and Austin. We grew up hunting together, and we had as a matter of fact, the ranch we own, the lease was not renewed, so we couldn't.
Hey, y'all, put that in your pocket. They used to own a ranch, so they're going to need somebody that sells real estate or does real estate in ranches, because they said they're about to lose their ranch.
Never hunt there again. And we went there for the weekend. And he said, Dad.
Just because the kid was mad.
Oh, man.
So,
Damn.
It was the last weekend I'll ever spend with him. You take forever. After I'm gone, you can tell your kids about, you're. And he said, Dad, I've never shot a pig before.
What was his position?
He played linebacker. Him and his brother both play linebacker. He played inside. His brother plays outside. We were so fortunate this past weekend that me, Hunter, and Austin.
Oh, so they both play inside and outside linebackers. So you mean to tell me that two linebackers approached a cornerback? And like I know, if you're playing offense and defense, one linebacker on a cornerback should never happen. But if it does just so happen, it's gonna hurt that quarterback. It's gonna hurt. I guarantee you. They're gonna try to knock him in the dirt. Now I don't know if that's the case in this case, but I feel like that's a possibility. It's plausible that two of those linebackers approached that cornerback and tried to make a move out of a seat. Hold on, I gotta call the phone. Hold on. Hey, I'm doing the show. No, I would never do that. I might do that. All right, whatever. Later. All right. The moral of the story is self defense is not a crime. Can I get a hashtag self defense is not a crime? Can I get a purple heart in the chat? And can I get a free Carmelo? Yeah, bring that boy home. That dunce cap hunter did something stupid, and Carmelo reacted like you supposed to. Y'all can't be over there picking on people. Leave people alone.
We grew up hunting together, and we had the last. Matter of fact, the ranch we own, we the
So y'all weren't looking around for stuff you could kill. You went looking around hunting for prey. Two big ass linebackers.
lease was not renewed, so we could never hunt there again. And we went there for the last weekend. And he said, "Dad, I've never shot a pig before. I want to get a pig this weekend." I said, "Okay." Lord and behold, it's a heck of a story, but he shot his first pig this weekend, and we all.
He said, "Lo and behold, is a heck of a story." He didn't even believe that shit.
We all talked, me, him, and Hunter both. We all talked about these are memories that you take forever. After I'm gone, you can tell your kids about, well, your grandfather and I, we were hunting and we stalked and it took 2 hours, but we got this. I got my first pig, and he was so excited. And I'm so fortunate to be able to spend that weekend, not knowing it was the last weekend I'll ever spend with him.
And he also was on the track and field team.
Also was, football was his pride and joy. Yeah. He was working on track to increase his speed. Matter of fact, he's already dropped this 40 times. He was telling me about how he's dropped it. He's going to drop it some more. And he was an amazing, dedicated athlete. And by the outpouring of his friends and family that showed up immediately at the hospital, goes to show how he impacted other people's lives.
And what did that mean to you to know that your son did that?
Well, for me, I was diagnosed with cancer 9 years ago, and I was not supposed to live. And God blessed me because he knew I needed to be a father for these two boys. My two boys is what my life lived. I lived my life for my children. That was my why to keep fighting. And I'm cancer free. So God had a plan for me. So I was able to watch and be blessed so much. To having both my sons are amazing. My other son is just crushed. And I feel for him now, and he'll never be the same. None of us will. Grief, we all go through it, but the thing about grief is you don't get over it. You just learn to live with it. So, I don't have a choice other than to carry on. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure Austin's never forgotten. I'm sure he won't be. He's touched a lot of people's lives. He was a great individual, a leader, an athlete, very smart.
They kept on pushing that leader narrative. I don't like that. They kept on pushing the shit out that leader narrative. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no leader. The leader of what? Oh, he not my leader. You're not like, what the fuck? The leader of what? The leader of the new school? You Buster Rhymes, nigga? What are you the leader of? You a milliliter, nigga? You fucking 3 liter? 2 liter, nigga?
4.0. I couldn't ask for a better son. 2 of them. I couldn't ask. They were my whole life. And for it to be
You ever watched a leader lick a leader lick a leader leak a leader? That's like a triple entendre. You'll never be able to unravel that. You ain't never seen a leader leak a leader. I don't even want to break that down. That's like a quadruple entendre.
taken away so senselessly when this guy was just sitting in Ron's spot and they asked him to move. And he winds up stabbing my son in the heart and killing him. It's unfortunate, but he's gonna have to answer to those consequences. And I hope justice is served.
Yeah. Is that, you know, and I know Hunter probably, everything happened so quickly. I mean, is that what he kind of told you what happened? That, I mean, did you know Austin to have any enemies? Did Austin know this person?
No, they have no contact with this person ever before. I can tell you what happened. I know firsthand. I wasn't there, but I talked to my son, and everything. I know exactly how it all transpired.
He said he knew exactly how it all transpired. Yeah, you can't convince him otherwise.
It was a multi-Frisco high school track meet. Many high schools were there. It started to rain, and they have their own little tent for memorial. And they were sitting there, and someone was behind them mouthing off, and he turned around and said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm Mello." He said, "Well, you don't belong here. You don't go to memorial." He had a Centennial tracksuit on. And he said, "You need to leave. This ain't your spot." And some words were discussed. I'm not going to say on camera but
some words were discussed. I wonder what kind of discussion they had. This is the kind you can't say on camera.
He asked him to leave and basically said, "Make me." And then he wound up stabbing him in the heart and killing him. All over someone sitting in the wrong spot at a track meet. Now,
he said it was all over someone sitting in the wrong spot. What do you mean the wrong spot? When you say the wrong spot, that's a supposition of saying that I already agree that there is a right and a wrong spot. You can't tell me that there's a right and a wrong spot. This is a public space. So the fact that you feel this is all over a decision of the wrong spot indicates that you're agreeing that this has nothing to do. This has everything to do with self-defense. That's what it boils down to. You thought I was in the wrong spot, and I did not agree. And you didn't know how to handle it. So that's your fault. That's your fault. Trick yourself out your spot.
I don't blame his parents. I don't blame him. But they all will suffer too.
Damn, he wants the parents to suffer too? Damn, that's some cold shit.
I feel for their family because now their son will probably wind up in prison and learn that he killed someone. And he devastated and took my son that I can never get back. It's unfortunate for everyone involved. And I just hope it doesn't happen to anyone else. This world, you know, there need to be changes, and it starts at home. So I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just happen to say that try to be kind in this world. And if you can't be kind, find someone who is.
Oh my gosh, Jeff. I mean, is there anything else that you want people to know about Austin? If you want people to know how he'll be remembered, is there anything else that you haven't shared?
I mean, it's hard right now. My thoughts are all over the place, to be honest. I mean, there's so many great things about him. I could probably sit here for 3 hours and go on and on and on. But he was a great friend. He was a leader. He was well respected in school by his teammates, by his coaches, by his friends. His girlfriend came up to me and said, "You know what? He talks about you a lot, and he loved you, and he treated me with great respect." And he goes, it started, you taught him that. You know, he was going to turn out to be a great individual and impact this world with positivity. So he was on the right track. He was doing everything right. I was so proud to have two sons, not just him, but two sons that do the exact same thing. My other son, Hunter's like, Dad, I can't go on because Austin always had my back. I said, I know. And when I kissed his forehead today, as his body was cold, I ran my fingers through his hair. I told him, it's not goodbye. It's see you later. I'll join you at some point too, son. You just beat me to this place. So you keep an eye on me up there. Put in a good word for me. And we'll meet again.
Your faith is keeping you strong right now.
Yep. It's the only thing that's keeping me together.
It's a terrifying.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Gut-wrenching, incomprehensible scene.
My hope was to
Oh man, hold on.
bring awareness so this tragedy doesn't happen to another family.
Okay, so Mr. Metcalf, it's JFF and then METCALF. You are Austin's father.
Yes, sir.
Easy question to start with. It's probably a tough one to answer, but how have the last 24 hours been for you and for your family and for Hunter?
That's three questions. So for me, it's not real yet. It hasn't sunk in. I'm just happy to stay strong so we can handle all the things that need to be handled. Arrangements, people flying in, people coming from all over. So I haven't had a chance to really grieve yet. I know at some point when this is all over and we're able to put him in the ground, then I'll probably break down and.
Hey, Life, you got the clip ready? You're alive. You got the clip ready? Oh yeah, we got the thing. Hold on. I'm doing a commercial. Let's see. Go to commercial. Oh yeah, we got a commercial. Oh, oh, I was sitting there talking to nothing. All right, listen. This is the deal. I want to set up another part two, and we're gonna get through this story because we got time. Since they want to talk, and we can go step by step through this story in a long form one more time, and we can bring my friends along. And I'd like to thank all y'all for goodbye. Maybe next time everybody will be more comfortable with the format. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. But yeah, we gonna do a part two. Sounds good. Wait till you hear what she said to Kick in '99 as South Florida. Wait till you hear what South Florida said. Yeah, that part. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go. We gotta go. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Uh, this is a little bit of a show. Oh no, where is it at? Hit the button. Hit the button. No, not that button.